y'all. Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist with Builderall. So today, what I'm going to do is show you guys how to install a Facebook Messenger to your website. Now, this is a really, really cool option because a lot of times people will message your business on your Facebook page, but if you're not you can easily respond to them, but sometimes you want to add that to your website. That way you can instantly give them answers. It comes to your phone. It's a real easy way. Now, the coolest part is that you can install and create a chat bot to go inside that messenger. Inside Builderall, we also have another option, a professional chat bot. But as a very beginner, I just wanted to show you this is a really, really simple way to add a messenger option so that your customers can contact you via Facebook Messenger. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is actually get the code to put on our website. So to do that, you can just go to your Facebook page. This has to be a business page, or some people call it a fan page, but you need to have an actual business page. You can't do this with a group, and you can't do it with a personal profile. So it needs to be your business page. So if you go over here to page settings, now I am using the new Facebook, which I guess everyone is going to have to go to in September. So this layout may be different. I can always switch back to the classic Facebook here, but I'm trying to learn the new Facebook because if I'm creating videos that I want to be evergreen and easy to understand, it just makes sense to use the new version so that if this is in December and you're watching this video, it's still going to be applicable to what you're trying to figure out and what you're trying to learn. So inside the page settings, I want to go to messaging. And you have some options here that are really cool that Facebook provides for you. So you can actually set automated messages or automated responses. And this is kind of like Facebook's version of a chatbot. So you can put in frequently asked questions like maybe, business hours or directions or your website. And you can do all of that, and that's great. But the problem with this is that if you do this way and you don't have a chatbot and you choose to use this option, you're getting one-off responses, meaning if Bob contacts you to ask about your business, you're not going to have any way to follow up with Bob unless you go back to this specific message and respond to him. That's why chatbots are really amazing, because as soon as someone messages you, it subscribes them to your chatbot list. And I'm going to show you more about how to create a super simple chatbot that can just direct people, not only respond to them automatically, but direct them to your website. I'm going to go through all of that tomorrow, because today I just want to show you how you can actually add this messenger app to your website. So let's go back here to our messaging here, and you can select this option if you want the return button to be basically act as your send button. So that's just a personal preference, however you prefer to do that. You can create a greeting here, so as soon as the messenger app pops open, you can actually change this to say whatever you want it to. Here's an example here, and it says you're allowed to use the first name basically, and it says, "I'm so glad you've reached out to me. How can I help?" You can add other personalizations here. You may want to say, "Are you ready?" or "Are you asking for a quote?" In my lawn care business, I have basically a message that says, "Thank you for contacting us. How can we help you?" And then when they respond, I say, "I realize that your time is valuable, and so I created this easy system for you to be able to get a quote request," and then I direct them to my website. But using this option here, all you can do is just create the first message that you want to send out. So that's easily customizable. Also, you can grab the link here. So if I just want to put this link on my website, or if I just wanted to send someone to this link, it would go right to my messenger. But I want to actually install this on my website. So to do that, you can go here where it says add messenger to your website and click get started. And it says add messenger to your website, meet your customers where they are. The chat plugin lets people start a conversation on your website and continue in Messenger, or vice versa. So that's the really cool part. If you start a conversation, for example, if they say, I'm interested in a quote, and then you send them to your website, when they go to your website, if you have the Messenger app installed, it picks up where that conversation left off. So it's not starting a brand new conversation. This is also really helpful in coaching businesses, or if you have if you're in network marketing or something like that, where you do a lot of networking on Facebook and then you want to drive the traffic to your website. So let's go ahead and get started setting this up, and we'll just go ahead and click next. Now here you can select the language that you want your messenger bot, I guess we'll call it, to be in. Since I am in the United States, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it as English. You can also change the greeting here, just like I showed you before, where you can say, either leave the default, how can I help you get started, or maybe you can say, are you interested in, XYZ service, or, whatever you want your greeting to be. You can change that here simply by clicking change, and then you can just type in the box like that, and it changes the message. You can also see what the preview looks like here. So we'll just go ahead and keep that as is. You can also select here, and this is a new option, where they do not have to be logged into their Facebook account for this to show up here, which that is a really cool addition, because it would make them log in before, but here they can actually just continue as guest. If you don't want them to be able to continue as guest and you want to make sure they're logged into their Facebook page, you can simply toggle that off. So we'll just go ahead and keep that on because I do like that function, and we'll click next. Now here's the really cool part too. You can actually turn this off and just use their own Facebook colors, but I'm all about congruency. So if you want this Messenger app on your website, you want it to be congruent. So let me go ahead, and I actually, I'm always talking about congruency. So let me go ahead and pull up my brand colors here. Let me go ahead and just open up my Trello board, which is where I keep all of them. And I'm going to choose my brand color, and we will make this a purple color. So let me get my exact hex code. So if you have your hex code, you can simply highlight and then click Control V to paste. So now I have my exact color here. Now I think it does look kind of weird simply because it's on a black background, but this is actually the hex code for my purple branded color. So we'll go ahead and click next. And then you see here, these are the domains that will be able to display the chat plugin. So there's some examples here, and this is, you need to have the domain of your website here. So since I'm going to go ahead and add this to my website, we'll just go ahead and do HTTPS marketing and design.com. Make sure that's correct, and then we'll just go ahead and click enter, and we will save. Now it says, do you want to install the code by yourself or email instructions to your developers? We're going to install this ourselves because it's so simple. All you need to do is highlight over this, and you can see it says copy code to clipboard. So we're just going to click that, and now we have the code copied on our clipboard. So let's go ahead and we will click finish here, and then we'll click done. Now I need to go into my Builderall account. Let me get out of this one because I have several. And I will get into my personal Builderall account. And we need to go into the Cheetah app because that's where our website is. And we will edit. And then we can go to the home page. That's where I'll put my chat bot. And we're just going to create an iframe, and that's where we're going to put our chat bot. So as soon as this loads here, let me make sure you guys don't have any questions that I'm missing. Okay. So skip tour. Now we just need to, the first thing we want to do is in the elements, we want to add a box because I want this iframe to be basically a floating option, and I'll show you what that means here. So I'll click a box here. We'll just select this one, and we don't want it behind things. So let's go ahead and we'll return to the elements, and we will choose iframe, and we'll go ahead and add that to the box. Now, with an iframe, and I'm sure that Builderall is changing this soon, so with an iframe, you can't pin the element like you can a box. So if you see I click on the box here, we have this element here, or this option here that says pin. So if you click that, you see that we can add this to pin to any of these sections here on our website. So if we want it to be in the top left-hand corner, we could pin it here, or left in the middle, and left in the bottom, and so on. I usually like to keep my chat bots or my messenger bots in the bottom right-hand corner because that's where people are kind of trained to look for it. So let's go ahead and click there, and you see that we have it down here in the corner. Let's go ahead and make this. We want to make it a little bit bigger though, and see it wants to keep going down there. So let's unpin it so that I can. We will remove. Let's go up here. We'll stretch this out a little bit to give us some more room. And we want to stretch our iframe out just a little bit. And then we want to click the pencil to edit element and general settings. And then we'll go ahead and embed the code that we just copied here. And we'll click apply. And I don't see anything happening because we need to come back here and pin again to the corner because I'm going to save it. So we'll go ahead and do that here. Let's go ahead and stretch this out a little bit. And I never like to have this border on my iframe. So let's go ahead and we'll go here to border, and then we'll just change this to none because I just don't like the outline there. Let's go ahead and save, and let's test this out. And we'll go to the website, and we'll X out of that. And as you can see, my chatbot is a little not lined up correctly, and that's easily fixed. But you can see now we have the, chat with Bridget Bartlett because that's the name of my page. Hi, can I help you get started? And then for our guest on our website, would just click continue as whoever they are, and you can see that I have this little chat bot already created. And I'll show you how to do that tomorrow because all you need to do is click get started, and then it drives the traffic to my website. But that is something that you need to keep in mind because if you're going to use this on your website, you need to have a different chatbot because if they're messaging you on Facebook and they are with the intention of contacting you and you want to drive them to your website, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for this to be on your website and then you're directing them to your website. I hope that makes sense. So to edit this, all we need to do is we'll just cancel out of this. We'll hit close. Now we just need to expand this just a little bit. So we'll make our box a little bit bigger, and let's unpin this. To remove the pin, we'll just click that, make this a little bit bigger. And then we'll drag our actual iframe here, make this a little bit bigger. And then we will pin our box in the corner. Click done. Now let's go ahead and save. And that's fine. And let's view the live website. but it still looks like it's a little bit small. So let's refresh so we can activate the changes. Looks good now. So you see, we could still edit just a little bit on the top. And if you did not like this white box like this, you can make that transparent. So let's go back here. We'll just make it a little bit taller. Make our iframe a little bit taller. And then we can make this box transparent. So to do that, we can just click in the box here, go to edit the element, and then let's go to background settings. And you see we have a solid color of white. So if you click in the color box here, you see that we have this option to change the opacity. So we can make that transparent. Let's go ahead and save that. And save again. And let's see what this looks like live. So it looks like it's still white. Go ahead and refresh. And now you see you have the transparent background, but the box that we chose did have a hover effect, so that's why we're still seeing this option here. So let's go ahead and we can remove that by, let's find this, the shadow. I think we can remove that, just make that totally transparent. And I think that will take care of it. Let me make sure. Okay, so that looks transparent. Let's go ahead and save. And that's fine. Okay, and we'll go to website. Let me make sure you guys aren't asking me any questions here. Let me refresh. Okay, no questions so far. So let me refresh again to make sure. Okay, so now you see the little hover effect around our box is gone. So that is how easy it is, you guys, to install a Facebook Messenger app on your website. It's just that simple. So I hope you found some value in this today. So make sure to come back tomorrow because I'm really excited to show you how super simple it is to create your own chatbot for your website. This will save you a lot of time and also give your customer who's interested in your business, gives them an instant answer or a way to contact you or go to your website to get the information that they are requesting. So until my next video, go build it with Builderall.